stop running, Greg.
Great job tonight.
You weren't calling him out then, no?
He was?
A little bit.
Fight him
In MMA. In MMA.
Okay.
I want to see Usyk in MMA. Our teams have already been talking about it. I think it would.
The Usyk knows there's only one man who can beat him. I've done it twice before, and the world knows it. I've been fucked, good and proper, without any Vaseline on.
Tyson Fury fires straight at Usyk, fuming over that Jake Paul face-off. After battering Dubois, Usyk should have been chasing Fury, not posing with influencers. Fury sees it as blatant disrespect. While he's grinding on the roads, Usyk's playing celebrity games. To Fury, that's not champion behavior. That's a dodger in disguise. And just when you think Fury's ego couldn't inflate further, he goes after Usyk's resume in the most bizarre way.
Oleksandr Usyk knows there's only one man who can beat him. I've done it twice before, and the world knows it. I've been fucked, good and proper, without any Vaseline on, and I've took it like a man. And here's me, not fucking around at some boxing match. I'm out on the fucking road running. But
Fury isn't just coming for Usyk, he's lumping Jake Paul into the fire too. He mocks Usyk's weak finish against Dubois and roasts him for flexing with a YouTuber instead of fighting the real king. Jake's got no place near heavyweight greatness, and Usyk causing up to him? That's pure clown behavior.
And Usyk's just dined out Dubois, so it's quite pointless. The only man who's been able to beat this fucker is myself, and been ripped off. So I'm not sure what's going on.
But the noise gets even louder when Carl Froch throws down the gauntlet. Carl Froch says it's straight, no sugarcoating. Jake Paul's been acting like he belongs in elite boxing circles, and Froch tears that fantasy apart, suggesting Usyk versus Jake isn't just sarcasm, it's a brutal reminder of levels. Froch's message: sit down, Jake. This isn't YouTube. You'll get wrecked in seconds.
Actually now, Jake Paul has got to think about what he's doing next. If you're that good and you think you're clever, why don't you fight Usyk? Oleksandr Usyk, he'll fight you. Let's see how that works out for you. You get fucking flattened. Game over.
Fury plays the Patriot card now, demanding the Usyk trilogy happen on home soil. After moaning about being robbed, he wants revenge where he trusts the judges. But deep down, this isn't about fairness, it's about control. He's rattled Usyk has the power now, and he's desperate to flip the script back in his favor.
if I was gonna come back, I'd come back for Usyk. But I want a fair result in England.
Would he be the only fighter that you come back for?
That would be the one I want immediately. That would be the most fight that I'd want next.
But while Fury keeps talking comebacks, Eddie Hearn delivers a harsh reality check. Eddie Hearn lays it bare. Jake Paul is levels below world champions, no matter how many headlines he makes. Sure, he's training hard, but boxing isn't just hustle, it's war, and Jake hasn't stepped into one yet. Until he faces real opposition, all this Usyk talk is laughable, pure fantasy wrapped in hype.
No, seriously, I'm being serious. I think there's absolutely no way he can beat a world champion and become world champion. But I will say he's improving a lot. He's dedicated to the sport. I don't know how good he is because he hasn't really faced a real fighter yet. It's not his fault. He signed to fight Tommy Fury.
Johnny Nelson hits a nerve here. Tyson Fury isn't done fighting. He's just done dealing with the truth. The real reason Fury's gone quiet, because losing to Usyk twice shattered his invincible image. Fury isn't used to silence. He's the self-proclaimed king, the loudest voice in every room. But now that the scoreboard reads 2-0 Usyk, he's hiding behind so-called negotiations and hinting at retirement. It's not retirement, it's damage control. Nelson subtly exposes it. Fury's ego can't handle being second best, and stepping away is just a move to avoid accepting that Usyk is simply better. Meanwhile, Usyk isn't talking, he's ruling. 2 clean wins, no excuses, no drama. And Fury, he's negotiating with pride, not paper. Until he comes forward and accepts reality, he'll remain in limbo, not retired, not active, just exposed. And just when things seemed quiet, Nelson goes in even deeper, calling out Fury's contradictions.
Tyson Fury shouting about I want the fight with the rematch with Usyk. I get that. I'm feeling. But when you've lost to someone and you're talking about I'm going to fight somebody else, but I really beat him, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You know, if you think you beat the guy that beat you in your last fight, he's the man you're chasing.
Nelson doesn't hold back here, and he shouldn't. Fury's entire narrative is cracking. One moment he claims he beat Usyk, the next he's pushing for Anthony Joshua or demanding a fight in England. But if Fury really believed he won, wouldn't he be storming after the rematch like a lion? Instead, he's circling the situation like he's waiting for an escape route. Nelson exposes the contradiction. You can't say you beat a man and then avoid him. That's not the behavior of a champion. It's the behavior of someone protecting an illusion. Fury's shouting from rooftops, but behind those loud words is fear. Meanwhile, Usyk's already moved on, confident and proven. Nelson's message is clear. If you truly want to settle the score, then show it in the ring, not in interviews. Until then, Fury's claims are nothing but smoke. But Eddie Hearn steps in next, reminding everyone that time isn't on Fury's side.
And I'd been asked before, who wins between us both? I said Anthony. Tyson offended or whatever, and then vice versa. Why would he give a shit what I think? Yeah, so what he thinks and what he believes. You know, coming through my career, so many people said you ain't gonna do shit. I don't hate on him. I just think, all right.
Eddie Hearn doesn't mince words, and for once, he's the voice of reason. The world isn't going to wait around for Tyson Fury to make up his mind. Usyk's cleaned out the division, and now the eyes are shifting toward new challenges. Hearn makes it crystal clear, if Fury wants back in, he better earn it. No more skipping cues, no more press tour distractions, no more dragging out negotiations while playing victim. Fury needs to step back into the fire and prove he's still elite. Otherwise, the sport will move forward without him, and fast. Hearn knows what's coming. Usyk versus AJ, Usyk versus anyone brave enough to rise. If Fury keeps stalling, he'll find himself irrelevant, overshadowed by the same generation he once ruled. Boxing has evolved, and it doesn't wait for ghosts. And if that wasn't enough, Adam Smith drops a brutal breakdown of both Usyk fights.
What do we think? What do we like? Obviously, you do have to be conscious of a potential fight with Tyson Fury, but we're not going to hang around forever. So, you know, you need to come back with a good win, and that'll be the plan at the end of the year.
Adam Smith says what everyone else is thinking. Fury should have accepted the loss with dignity. Instead, he's reacting like a man robbed in daylight, when the truth is far more humbling. Usyk boxed beautifully down the stretch and took the second fight with clarity. The first may have been close, but the rematch wasn't. Fury's performance was good, yes, but good doesn't beat better, and Usyk was simply better. The disappointment isn't that Fury lost, it's how he's responded. Smith expected the Gypsy King to raise his hand, nod with respect, and demand vengeance like a true warrior. But instead, he's hiding behind excuses and distractions. It's not the Fury who fought Wilder or dethroned Klitschko. It's a version running from closure, and until he admits it, Usyk's shadow will loom large over everything he says or does.
Put everything into every punch that he throws against Usyk and hope that these shots start getting through and he can maybe cause the referee to stop Usyk.
Absolutely. Well, that's only 3 weeks away. We cannot wait for it. You are making me excited about it. I feel on tenterhooks for this contest. We're going to talk Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Spencer Brown gives us a peek behind the curtain, and it's clear Fury still isn't over the Usyk loss. He's not at peace, he's wounded. Brown tries to soften it with claims of a close fight and personal scorecards, but the desperation is obvious. Fury can't let it go because deep down, he knows Usyk has his number. This isn't just about titles or pride, it's about legacy, and that legacy took a hit twice. Brown's 2 rounds claim is the kind of hopeful spin only a loyal insider could say with a straight face. The reality is, the world saw what happened, Usyk outclassed him, yet here they are, clinging to narratives, dodging real accountability, and this idea of coming out of retirement only for Usyk. That's not a demand, it's a last resort. It's Fury trying to claw back relevance through the very man who exposed him. The more they talk, the more they confirm one thing: Fury can't move forward until he settles the score, and right now, he's not the one holding the advantage. And just when you think they've settled on Usyk, Spencer Brown drops another twist in the plan.
There are so many factors to it, as you're seeing people saying, oh yeah, he's going to get knocked out if it goes past this, he's going to get rendered up. And you sit there and you go, all right, am I delusional or are they right? And so it's a fine line with going, okay, are they right or am I
Here comes the real twist. Despite all the noise about Usyk, Spencer Brown now admits Fury versus AJ could come first. So what happened to revenge? What happened to the man who swore Usyk didn't beat him? If Fury truly wanted to right the wrong, he'd be screaming for the trilogy right now. But instead, the team's entertaining a detour. And let's not pretend this is about legacy, it's about business. The AJ fight brings massive money, but it doesn't fix the story. Fury versus Usyk is unfinished. 2 losses, one man clearly superior, and yet Fury's camp is suddenly ready to shift focus. It reeks of avoidance. Spencer's claim that Usyk might come second is all you need to know. Fury's not chasing Usyk, he's stalling. Meanwhile, Usyk stays icy cold, unbothered, and undisputed. If Turkey Usyk wants the biggest fight in the world, it's not Fury versus AJ, it's Usyk versus Fury 3. Unfinished business. Legacy on the line. Anything else feels like a sidestep from the truth.
Championship rounds. 10, 11, 12. It was scrappy, it was messy, and it was just kind of like winning the argument. But when you watch it and score it, gloves are hitting you. It was just busy, wasn't it? It was busy. But did you feel it was slipping away from you at the end? Or did you feel you was doing enough?
No, I felt like I'd done it. I felt like I was up before the bell had gone. 30 seconds, I only needed 30 seconds rest. I was up off my stool.
Duke McKenzie brings the hammer down. No filters, no spin, just the brutal truth. Usyk didn't sneak past Fury. He outboxed him, outsmarted him, and flat out beat him twice. McKenzie's words are more than just opinion. They're a final verdict from someone who knows the game inside out. He makes it clear when all 3 judges agree, when the second fight ends in a unanimous decision, there's no more room for excuses. 1 judge getting it wrong is a fluke. 3 judges? That's a pattern. That's dominance. Fury's loudest fans can cry corruption, bad decisions, or home advantage all they want, but McKenzie shuts that narrative down cold. This wasn't robbery, it was reality. Usyk schooled the so-called king, and now Fury has to live with it. The longer he denies it, the worse it looks. McKenzie's message? Stop whining, stop hiding behind scorecards, and face the fact that the Ukrainian maestro owns you. No ifs, no buts, just cold, hard truth.
Oleksandr Usyk has got Tyson Fury's number because he's beaten him twice. The powers that be, we're talking about the ringside judges, they don't make things up. You know, they allegedly got the best of the best to referee and to judge that fight. So 3 judges, one can't get it wrong, one could possibly get it wrong, but the other 2 didn't. And it was the second fight was a unanimous decision. So for me, there's no ifs, no buts, no maybes. You got beat.
Fury's rage isn't just noise, it's a desperate cry from a dethroned king watching his empire slip away. The sight of Usyk grinning next to Jake Paul wasn't just cringeworthy, it was insulting. After dominating Dubois and shutting down Fury twice, Usyk should be locked into the trilogy. Instead, he's parading with influencers while the man he dethroned runs roads and screams for redemption. The reality is brutal. Usyk has exposed Fury mentally, technically, and now publicly. And no matter how many times Fury claims he won, the world remembers those judges, that unanimous decision, and the image of a humbled giant. Fury wants England, wants fairness, wants revenge. But what he truly wants is relevance. If Usyk faces Jake Paul, even for spectacle, it's not just an insult, it's a humiliation of Fury's legacy. And if the Fury versus AJ detour happens next, that's not ambition, that's evasion. This rivalry has reached boiling point. If Fury pulls off the upset in a trilogy, it rewrites the narrative and resurrects his name among the greats. But if Usyk wins again and decisively, it buries the myth of the Gypsy King for good. Mentally, Usyk's ahead. Physically, he's sharper. Tactically, he's levels beyond. And now the burning question is simple. Will Fury finally stop shouting and start fighting? Or will Usyk keep ruling while trolls and timelines rip Fury apart? Are you backing Usyk's ice-cold dominance? Or can Fury rise one last time? Drop your thoughts below.